following program is a special presentation of the Big Ten Network, produced in association with Michigan State University.
I'm Jim Peck. Welcome to MSU Today. Here's what's coming.
The story of Mohammed. Alternative energy. Fitting in on campus. The future of art.
Mohammed is a young boy from Iraq. He was badly burned when he was a baby, and he's come to the United States for some life-changing surgeries. But his time here in Michigan has been about a lot more than just surgery.
I think the surgery's going to be at 12.
Your surgery's at 12? Mm-hmm. No, it's at 10:15.
Really?
Yeah.
Why can't we, talk to them?
Because they're on a tight schedule.
And our new friend, Mohammed, who joined us on the tour, Major Howell found Mohammed, who was badly burned in Iraq.
What are you doing today?
Doing surgery.
Major Howell brought Mohammed back to the United States to get medical care here at the Michigan State Department of Surgery.
He's here for surgery number 5.
During his stay here in Michigan, he's become a Tigers fan, we understand. He's got his jersey on today.
Yeah, just leave it there. That's nice and clean.
Please welcome Major Howell and Mohammed.
I like the baseball. The light's gonna be in my eyes.
He's really gotten to do it and play a lot of other sports since he's been here.
Yeah, it was like new sport for me. I learned baseball, basketball, volleyball, hockey, swimming. We were playing, me and Mohammed, and some basketball.
Gotten to go to a Detroit Tigers game.
I just watched it, and I learned how to play baseball.
Where are they going to take skin from?
I think here.
Yep, from behind there. And they're going to try to fix this side of your nose too.
Open this and see how much skin we need. And then we could, we could even do this and do this Z-plasty on the eyebrow. And like you could be sewing that, somebody could be sewing that up while we're working on the scalp.
We're on the Capitol to meet the Tigers.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Tell me, you've met them before, right? Who did you meet last time?
Curtis and Justin.
They're pretty much Mohammed's idols. And he follows the Tigers, and anything having to do with the Tigers, to him is golden.
You can say hi to Cabrera when you see him.
I will. I'll tell him you said hi.
Okay.
Detroit Tigers, they contacted me and told me that they were going to be on their annual spring media tour. And they were going to be at the state capitol, and would we like to join them?
He's gotten autograph balls from Al Kaline and all sorts of stars and Curtis Granderson.
He didn't catch it. They're doing the Granderson.
Curtis Granderson, and I asked him how do you know when to steal the base, and then he told me how.
I don't know how to write cursive.
That's fine. I want your signature. How you sign it?
I just write letters. He was just joking. I told him to sign this ball, and he was joking with me. He was like, "Oh, this for me," and I'm like, "Sure."
He just had a ball, and he was getting the team to sign it. So and I told him, I said, "Well, why don't you give me that ball?" And he had an extra one, so he's like, "Well, here, I'll give it to you as a gift." So I was like, "Well, you know what? I might as well just get him to sign it, especially all the stuff he's been through."
This gift from you, I'll take it. And then he's like signed it, and then I signed it for him.
Thanks. That's a good trade right there. All right. I get to keep this one.
And you probably won't be going to school for a few days. I know that makes you really sad. Yeah, catch the smile on his face there when you say that he's probably not going to be going to school for a few days.
Yeah, do the thing in the back of the ear. Take that chondral cartilage out of there. See how much we need.
That's
They're
right.
gonna put bandage everywhere.
You know what? You're probably going to look like a mummy. He's supposed to have some more reconstruction on his ear, and possibly a skin graft for the side of his nose and for around his eye, and then also reconstruct his index finger.
You may need to actually just cut some of this out and put a bigger graft in there.
I've been online a couple times and seen, Mohammed went down to the Lions game and, went to the Pistons game, just did a lot of different things. And I know that he's probably taking it all in. It's probably overwhelming at times.
Oh, it was cool.
Warren, we're done.
Here, you take one.
How do you
push that button right there.
There you go. All right, do it again. They're only pixels. That's good. Feels good, doesn't it?
It's all right when it ain't film, huh?
Yeah. Good job.
I didn't grow up here in Michigan, so I never went on the school tour, and I didn't understand what it was all about when they said, "Here, lay down on the floor and look up," you know, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that the players, you know, didn't know what was going on either.
What am I looking for?
I don't know.
Well, we'll bring this eyebrow down there and move this skin up so that that looks a little straighter and a little more like the other side. He has this scar here, pulls the nose over, and we can't really do a scar rearrangement there. That's so tickly, yeah. Skin from the back of the ear gives a pretty good color match to the face. We're gonna do all this stuff. Any other stuff that you were thinking about?
We were playing baseball and then we were just like playing. David doesn't have a glove with his hand.
One thing I did learn was that you're not supposed to play catch inside the Capitol building. I think it bounced off the wall and off of a window, and put that ball away. So we had to put it away.
All he needs is a stitch back here. And then in the back, we took a big piece and could flap it up here. I mean, totally up to a normal hairline.
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna be so glad. Made an incision across this index finger here, and that brought that right down so that he can flex that finger.
Well, thank you for everything.
Well, yeah, God bless you. Thanks so much for helping him out.
Good meeting you.
Me too.
See you around.
When the opportunity came up to actually tour the Capitol with the team, he was very, very excited about it.
I need to ask you, Blair, how you throw like so many people on the second baseman?
You were rather deadly accurate this past year.
Some of the players actually spent, you know, quite a bit of time chatting with him and visiting with him, and I don't know. Did you get everybody's autograph?
Thank you.
Really good meeting you, Mohammed.
He did good in the playoff.
Do you think he needs any more procedures?
There would be a couple other things that you could do if he's going to be here longer.
He's pretty well bandaged up right now, and he's getting some pain medicine. The only kind of miscue was that Mohammed wore his Curtis Granderson jersey.
Are you disappointed that Granderson's not on the team anymore?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like pouring a little salt into the wound.
Did you get all their signatures?
And he was very, very excited about it, and he had a great time.
Good.
Good? Just good?
No, great.
You know, energy comes in many forms and comes from many places, and teams of MSU researchers are always trying to figure out new ways to power the world.
This is like the stems, you know, the stalk, all the leafy part of the plant.
And this will make a car run.
Yes, this is what's going to make a car run.
Alternative energy. We've heard about it, but what is it?
I'd classify alternative energy at this point as something other than energy that comes from combustion, whether it's from gasoline to move a car or a truck, or the combustion of coal to make electricity.
We need to find a way to stop burning so much fossil fuels and burn more renewable, less carbon-intensive fuels. So we're talking about renewable electricity. We're also talking about renewable liquid fuel, something to go in your gas tank.
There is no single bullet, that one solution cannot fit all of our needs. So people who argue, you know, say biofuels are the way to go about, or some other form of energy, are probably not getting it right. We think that we've got to work on multiple fronts, and the hope is that together we have a solution to all the problems that we have in the area of energy.
MSU researchers are taking such an approach. Some develop thermoelectric devices that harvest energy from tailpipe emissions.
This is about the average diameter of an exhaust pipe, so something that would surround this exhaust pipe, kind of like a catalytic converter.
Under ideal situations, you should get 5 to 6 watts. Put 8 of them together and you can run a 40-watt light bulb.
So if we can take some of that 70% of wasted heat or wasted energy and convert just a small fraction of that into electricity with this technology, then we can implement that into a hybrid driveline and improve the fuel efficiency of vehicles.
Create biofuels from natural sources like switchgrass and corn waste products.
I've been working to produce liquid fuels from plant material, cellulosic plant material. These are non-food materials like grasses, straw, wood chips, and so forth, for well over 30 years now.
The cellulose is converted into sugars like glucose, and those sugars are then acted upon by different fermentation organisms like yeast, and they convert those sugars into ethanol, which is then distilled and used as a fuel.
I call it grassoline, okay? So we're talking literally about making grass into liquid fuels.
And produce improved energy storage devices to help make wind and solar power practical.
Alternative energy conversion technologies like solar and wind convert wind energy or the sun's energy into electricity. So there's also a need for advanced and affordable energy storage as well. So whatever improvements we make to electrochemical energy storage devices like batteries or capacitors, they could be applied to transportation for electric vehicles or hybrid electric vehicles, or for stationary power stations.
Yes, someone asked me, what do you do? I make batteries, and it's really, really difficult to explain in layman's terms as in what am I doing.
What researchers are doing is working together to reach a common goal: create the most efficient and sustainable methods for providing the world with clean and affordable energy.
A really wonderful chance to work with basic plant scientists, people working in the fundamental microbial science, figure out how to do this new fuel, very large fuels, produce them sustainably and economically and environmentally sustainable way.
That's the fun part of it. Very often people who focus in one narrow area get bogged down when they face problems. You benefit from things that are going on in other disciplines, and you are able to draw upon ideas, draw upon techniques that people in other disciplines use for addressing problems in your own discipline.
And a lot of these projects have started as a result of hallway conversations.
And so it's the intermingling of talent that that a big university like Michigan State can pursue, and there are some real advantages in doing that.
MSU's record of innovation is paying off. The newly created MSU Center for Alternative Energy Storage Research and Technology was tapped by the U.S. Department of Energy to lead a new Energy Frontier Research Center, one of 46 to be established nationwide. It is today's laboratory research that will fuel tomorrow's economic growth and stability.
I think in the years to come, we'll see a lot of terrific things coming out of this university. And what is more, there's a great deal of interest in making sure that they get translated to the marketplace, that we just don't create ideas. There's also interest in making sure that we take advantage of these ideas and people are helped in the process.
And the land-grant universities like Michigan State have had this charge since their founding of delivering research results that change lives. Very few things impact our lives, like how we fuel our vehicles and how we get around and how we feed ourselves. And so we're talking about a major change in the way that we provide sustainable fuels and food and so forth, how we use land to sustainably generate fuels and generate the same food that we're producing, and do it in a way that's environmentally sound. It's a fun challenge, it's a big one, and it's appropriate for a big university like Michigan State.
Knowing that in 10, 15, 20 years these could be a part of everyday life is kind of neat, because well, then I can kind of sit back and be like, yeah, I helped make that happen,
A couple of months ago, we celebrated the 40th anniversary of man landing on the moon. I have a feeling 40 or 50 years from now, people will look back at our generation and say, wow, this generation managed to lick some of the most difficult problems associated with energy and other grand challenge problems.
Showing up at your new campus can be intimidating, but our Jeffrey Weisenbaugh says you just got to put yourself out there and stop worrying.
Coming to Michigan State as a fresh new freshman, I was really nervous about being in a new place and finding out how I was going to make new friends. And I also didn't know how I was going to get accustomed to living here.
I wasn't nervous at all. I was excited.
And I knew there was like 47,000 total students, and I was freaking out about how I was going to meet everyone and be buddy-buddy with everybody. And before I even attended my first class here at MSU, I was thinking of ways how I would meet new people and become friends with everybody here on campus. And this is how it played out in my head. Hi, my name's Jeffrey. Nice to meet you.
Hello?
So you work at the front desk?
Yeah, hence me sitting here.
Oh, cool. Well, I need to go get to my class. Nice meeting you. I'll text you or something.
Okay, well, nice meeting you too.
When I first came here to Michigan State, I definitely felt like a fish out of water.
I was extremely nervous. I came here
second semester I got, and like everyone, it seemed like everyone kind of had made their friendships already.
It was a whole new experience, and it was much different than being back home with all my high school friends. And living in such a new place and a new environment, it was pretty overwhelming.
It's weird when you walk into a class and don't know anyone, but it's good at the same time.
But after just a short while being on campus, going to class, and just getting the whole college experience, I started to warm up to people, and friendships just started to build after that.
I really liked it because I really like meeting new people and making new friends, and it wasn't like awkward or anything. I thought it was fun.
Yes, I do admit there were some awkward moments.
I think you would understand. I think
hey guys, did you guys watch The View yesterday? Barbara was all like, wah, wah, wah. Whoopi was going crazy. Okay.
But I just needed to realize that people coming to college for the first time were going through the exact same thing as me. Plus, you're living with another person, and it can be all quite overwhelming.
I did not know my roommate, and it was challenging. It's challenging at times. I mean, I'm kind of neat, and then some people might be disorganized, but you learn to cope. You learn to, it's a give and take. It's a marriage.
Waking up to their alarm isn't really a joy either, but you get used to it, I guess.
And for a lot of people, this is also their first time being away from home, and they're eager to make friends too. And silly me, I thought I was the only one out of the 47,000 students.
Friends!
After a while, I really opened up and talked to a lot of people. I joined groups, I talked with people on my floor, I talked with random people in my classes.
Just throw away your comfort zone. Just be as outgoing as you possibly can.
You might feel nervous to talk with someone or like people at first, but like they might judge you or they might poke fun or something like that. But one thing I noticed early on was that everyone here is very friendly and very helpful.
Don't be nervous to like just talk to people because everyone is basically new and no one's gonna just like think you're weird for like asking for help or talking to them.
The people here at MSU are all in the same boat and are willing to help. It's easy to make friends with pretty much everyone here, whether it's in your classes, your dorm, or just randomly on the street. With so many people here at MSU, you're guaranteed to find friends and have a great time. Just be willing to venture out of your comfort zone a bit, and the people here will do the same.
I think it's when you start to know the campus more is when you feel actually a part of it.
Even me, someone who might be a little socially awkward at times, I was able to meet a ton of people and make a lot of friends that will last during college and beyond. So go ahead, be that first person to say hi.
Go fish, Jake.
Look, the new MSU Art Museum. Isn't it lovely? No, I know. Right now it's just a hole, but it's coming. It'll be right in this site, and we are going to give you a look at the future. So, I'm Jim Peck. Thanks for watching MSU Today. But now, take a look. I'm Jim Peck. Thanks for watching MSU Today. For more on the show, head to the website.
The preceding program was produced by Michigan State University in association with the Big Ten Network.